I know you're tired of doing things blindly and feeling like you're guessing in each and every single trade, because most retail traders are. They rely on the same tired indicators, hoping for a magic signal. But what if I told you there's an entire different way on how to see the markets? Professional traders have used a set of powerful, often whispered about concepts that allow them to understand the market's DNA. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on these fundamental secrets. Number 1, auction market theory. Number 2, market profile. And number 3, order flow. And by the end of this video, you'll start to see charts differently forever. And trust me, once you see it, you can never unsee it. So to begin with, auction market theory. You see, think of this like an auction, like an art auction. There's the auctioneer who stands on the pulpit, and then there are buyers and sellers who the seller wants to sell the art at the highest prices possible, and the buyer wants to buy the art at the lowest price possible. So the auctioneer will start with the auction process, starting with, for example, $100. At that point, he'll find so many buyers willing to buy at that point. Then, since there are more buyers, he'll take the prices up. Then he goes to $200, buyers reduce. $300, more buyers reduce. $400, $500, until we find at around $1,000, there's only one buyer. Then the auctioneer now is forced to take the prices down, since there are few buyers or normal buyers at that point. Then the auctioneer takes prices down to come to 900, buyers step in. 800, more buyers step in. You see, that's how an auction process works. And using market profile now, we are able now to see how this auction process works and how value shifts through time overall. So the next thing we're going to discuss is market profile. So number 2 is market profile. This is where most retail traders are completely in the dark. While they're looking at basic candlesticks, professionals are using market profile. It's not just a fancy chart, it's a visual representation of the auction process we just talked about. So instead of just using open, high, low, close, market profile shows us where the market spent the most time. And remember, time equals value. It paints a picture of the day's auction, highlighting the most important areas. Let me explain what time equals value means. So if you spent most time, let's say gold is at 1.3 or gold is at 3,000. Let's say we spent most time at 3,000. So that's a point where both buyers and sellers are seeing that this is a fair price. So where we have spent most time, where both buyers and sellers are agreeing, that's a point where value is. And the market profile is able to show us areas of value. So, and it shows us using number 1, the point of control. And the point of control, this is the single price level where the most trading activity occurred. It's the market's fair price for the session. And the market tends to often revisit this place because it acts like a magnet. And then value area. Value area is the range where 70% of the day's volume was traded. It's the consensus of fair value for the session. So on the market profile, on the value area, we have value area high and value area low. And you're going to see this using the graphic I've displayed on the screen for you. Now imagine knowing these critical zones before you even place a trade. Imagine knowing where the market found agreement yesterday and how that impacts today's move. Market profile gives you that map. But here's the thing, understanding where value is one thing, but understanding who is in control at those levels, is it buyers or sellers, is another entirely different thing. And that's where our third and most powerful secret comes in: order flow. This is the X-ray vision for your charts. While market profile shows you the auction structure, order flow shows us the actual battles happening within each candle. A green candle doesn't just mean price went up. Order flow tells us if it was either strong buying or just weak selling disappearing. So order flow analysis reveals number 1, aggressive buyers versus aggressive sellers. Also reveals absorption, and the other thing that it reveals is exhaustion. We get to explain more of this for those who are inside our Platinum program. Imagine being able to see these dynamics in real time. This isn't just guessing. This is evidence. This is knowing the order imbalances that are actually driving price. And this is seeing what traditional indicators simply cannot. So, you've now been introduced to the 3 pillars of professional trading: auction market theory, market profile, and order flow. And these aren't isolated concepts. They all work together. Auction market theory gives you the why, market profile gives you the where, and order flow gives you the who and the when, the precise entry and exit points. This foundational knowledge is crucial, and it puts you light years ahead of most retail traders. But here's the truth. Understanding these concepts intellectually is one thing. Applying them consistently, knowing the specific patterns, the precise entries, the risk management, and the mental game, that's a whole different ballgame. So, this video is just the tip of the iceberg. You've seen the power, but you don't have the road to mastery. You don't have the specific strategies for different market conditions, the step-by-step entry and exit criteria, or the ongoing support to turn this into a profitable trading business. So this is a call to action for you. For I know now you're interested in understanding how market profile and order flow works. I've shown you how they correlate with one another. I've shown you how we use them basically. And now in our mentorship program, I will show you how to transform this into actual profits and move away from theory to now knowledge to profits. Thank you. My name is Shen Wangangi, and our free bootcamp begins on Monday the 22nd all the 24th, and our platinum session for all our high valued investors and traders, our bootcamp begins on Friday. I'm very pleased to have you on board, and we're going to learn more and see how I myself, a professional trader, being a market analyst for HFM, and also helped other investors transform their portfolio to large profits. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to our videos, and click the link on the description to register for the upcoming bootcamp and platinum mentorship. Goodbye and see you then.